Without women, there is no love. And women always teach us respect. They also teach us how we need to care one another. And care, it's always we say Mother Earth. We don't call Father Earth. Even if a man who goes for higher studies and he gets alone, he will cook food. When you ask where did you learn this art of cooking, he will say his mother. Many people think that women are fragile, but women are not fragile actually. Women are more stronger than men. If you can't able to express something with that girl, then something is wrong with you in your mindset. If you can easily able to talk to that girl, then it is a sign that you are like good and your intentions are so cool. A woman who really listens first will always take a wise decision. If a woman who is not ready to listen the opposite gender, what the man is trying to say, then there is a huge quarrel in between them, within them and within the family as well.
Hello everyone, this is Sonali and I'm back with another episode of Men's Talk Town. So what do we do on Men's Talk Town? So these are interviews I conduct exclusively with men to understand their perspective about women. And why so? Point of view is that when we understand, or rather if we try to understand how men think and what is their perspective about women, I think it will definitely help to create a safer space for women and also understand what men go through in real life. And they have lesser platforms according to me. So this is one more platform for them to open up and speak up their mind. In this episode, I have someone super personality, and his name is Super Suresh, and I'm going to invite him. Welcome, Suresh.
Welcome, Sonali. Thank you very much for this amazing opportunity for me to speak about the angels who evolved 360 degree in my life.
Oh, great. So that's a great start. And I'm quickly going to introduce Suresh. So you all know a bit more about him, and then we straight dive into the questions. So Super Suresh G is an awesome believer of energy, miracles, abundance, prosperity, blessings, and joy in this universe. He gains and transmits abundant energies to the universe through his blissful conversation, which he shares with each and every one he connects with in this blissful life. That's interesting. About him, he is an Eduprenuer, German language specialist, British Council and LLTS certified trainer, Pearson Pte English language trainer, and abundant energy coach. Super Suresh G is the co-founder and director of Meisters International Educational Advisory Private Limited in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. He is also the super founder of the Super Believers Klub, which has super believers and achievers all over the world. He had gained honors from London World Book of Records, received the Super 30 actor Hrithik Roshan's Best Teacher Award, won the overall International Public Speaking Championship 2021 held in Delhi, and is the author of 3 books: I Inspire, Shy to Fly, and Unmasking-Self. Skill India Development Authority 2022 awarded him the Best German Language Specialist Award. Wow, this is super, and I am sure actually this is just the tip of the iceberg about Suresh and about his achievements, because for whatever little span I met him, he flew down from Chennai to Hyderabad for one of in-person conferences which we had here, and under Professional Speaking Association of India, Speakers Association of India. And it was amazing to meet Suresh, and I think that is the time when I realized that he has a lot of energy and lot of things to give back to the world. So welcome once again, Suresh, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. So now to begin with, I'm quickly going to dive into the questions, and then we'll move ahead. Okay? So
Thank you.
ready?
Yes, super excited.
So the first question would be like, who are the women in your life, and how do you encourage them?
Today, who I am is because of the angel who brought me into this universe. So I don't look at women as a woman, I look them as a great energy and blessings for mankind. And humanity is what today everyone learn from women. Without women, there is no love. And women always teach us respect. They also teach us how we need to care one another. And care, it's always we say Mother Earth. We don't call Father Earth. So everything is like women. If you take women out of men, there is no life for men. That's my perspective about women. They are the angel who live with us. So every day we get an opportunity. Even when you go for a hotel or somewhere, we can easily identify that if the food is cooked by men or women, the differences will be there. So, not to say anything more.
Right. So, how do you encourage, like, now that you are into coaching and trainings and you have your German institution, so you must be having maybe women employees or, people working for you. So, how do you, encourage women folk around you? And how do you, plan things for them? Is it separate? Is it same? How is it? What is the thought process basically goes behind it?
According to me, I deal with energy, and I make sure that women and men, they are not different. According to me, I'm telling.
Okay.
Because a man, if he knows how to love, he should have learned that love from a woman. So if a man gives respect to someone, that man had learned respect from a woman. Even if a man who goes for higher studies and he gets alone, he will cook food. When you ask where did you learn this art of cooking, he will say his mother. So again there is a woman.
True.
So if you minus women out of men, there is no life for men. And you asked about how we encourage women. According to us, we always try to give a lot of opportunities for the women about free education in Germany. Or else we will say, hey, learn this German language. You will get a lot of lucrative opportunities in top notch companies, even in India. If you don't have an idea to fly abroad, you will get a lot of opportunities. Why we are telling you this? Because women always have an ability to teach rightly to someone, and they don't force someone to learn something. And you can look at into the profession of teaching, coaching. 75% you can see women, not men, when it comes to this coaching industry. Why? Because when you want to coach to someone, you need to have a heart of patience. That patience, where the powerhouse of patience is women in my life. They are really powerful, but they stay calm, they stay polite, they stay gentle. Many people think that women are fragile, but women are not fragile actually. Women are more stronger than men.
Yes, that's very true, and that's a very nice point you've mentioned. But do you think, like, when we say that women have this soft heart, or they are, they deal in a tender way, so do you think that men tend to take advantage in our society of such behavior, or women need to keep proving themselves a lot?
No, actually, see, again, I'm telling the brought up or rise up of a men is again by a woman. So, if that woman would have conditioned that men in the infant stage itself, that men will not be the men who take advantage of the kindness or the tenderness of a woman.
Okay, but then see, like when we say all the men who are raised like by a mother or a female. Now, generally, I mean, if you see, all mothers would, would want their child to be, grow up, achieve something, be a good human being, and all. But when we see outside, and when we see all these cases happening of harassments or rape or cruelty against women, and many men are at times involved in such situation. So what would you say about that? Because I'm sure even their family or their mother would not want them to be what they are. So what could be that mentality which triggers that, or from a men point of view, I am trying to understand.
Good, thank you, and definitely, I have even encountered this kind of real life situations. I've seen that
Okay.
because actually, I'm into teaching, so we have mixed sessions happening, men and women learning
Yes.
together.
girls and
As you
boys.
rightly told, sometime what happen is like a female candidate, she might feel that she need to support that boy, and in the thought of making him to be academically strong, uh, she keeps her soft nature to him. But he might take it as an advantage and think that she is in love with him, or it's like a misconception. But actually, that
Okay.
girl might not think to love him. She, as a co-student, co-learner, she wanted that yes, everyone we have invested money to learn particular skill. This person has invested money, but he cannot able to understand what the faculty is trying to teach him. And in this case, what happened is like later this boy has become more. It's like not just a affection, more than a affection. It became a possessiveness. So when that
Okay.
girl started to speak with other boy or other co-learner, he get offended and he tries to hurt her
Stop
to
him.
words
Yeah.
in the beginning. Later, it also turned as a physical harassment as well.
Okay.
In this case, I noticed that, so and I told to that girl, I don't want to directly involve into this, because let it be a student with student conversation. So you be very clear with him that, hey, I'm here just to support you to enhance your academic skill. I'm not going to be your life partner. So in the first
Right.
case, we need to openly speak with that person rather trying to avoid that person.
Okay. Yes. I think this is a very important point you said, that communicating what it is, whether it's a yes, no, or whatever the feelings are, and whatever barrier needs to be put. Because under assumption, I think a lot of things keep are there is a lot of ambiguity, and then people probably try to take advantage. So do you think that these as you have students, so these teenagers or growing years, it's very important or essential for them to understand what actually, how they should have their viewpoint against women, for women?
Yes, definitely. But now I will say that really women are more clear with what they want. Even they are not getting distracted, because they started to set goals to achieve what they want to become, and they also know how to ignore a person, ignore a man who is not trying to evolve them to shine and grow in the profession where they want to become. So that is that. See, when we take 10 years before, the situation of women facing the community and challenges were high, but now the portal to women to access has become tremendously huge. And now even in any industry you can take women are in a leading position where they take up the responsibility and they run the show.
Yes, but as you are saying this, not all girls, growing up, they are not all from the same background. So at times they are from rural areas, or maybe from a background where they are not, they cannot stand up for themselves at times, and or maybe they are not very vocal. Not everyone is same, as we say.
Yes.
So what advice would you give to boys? Like, because you teach students,
Mm,
so I'm considering these are from school to teenage college students
mm,
plus
mm,
maybe postgraduate, up to postgraduate level. So what advice would you give to uh, like, these boys
mm.
regarding their behavior towards women?
No, actually, I will tell you that recently, like since 2023, every weekend we started to call our students, and we give them an open mic discussion platform where
Okay.
they can share their experience about how the boys in the class treating them, how they respect them, how they behave with
Oh,
them. So actually, even we give boys the opportunity to talk about girls, but believe me, girls are more open than boys. Boys
okay.
are really not so good in expressing their emotions, and
Emotions.
they keep themselves more contented. And even you need to understand that this boy student will not share his love to his co-student as well. He might have a close to heart friend with him, he might share, but he will not
Hmm.
share in the same environment. So this way actually we make them to interact more and more. So we say that, see, if you can't able to express something with that girl, then something is wrong with you in your mindset. If you can easily able to talk to that girl, then it is a sign that you are like good and your intentions are so cool.
So cool. Yes.
Because see, if you can't able to talk to a woman, it means that you yourself thinking something about that person.
True.
If you think her as a friend, then everything is dissolved. Your other point of look on a person, it will be broken into pieces. So
Right.
to give a proper understanding about women, actually a pure conversation has to happen. If that boy is not going to talk, again this girl can say, hey, I'm your co-learner, I'm your co-worker, we work together, we are a colleague, we are a students together. Don't look me as a girl, don't look me as a other gender. Let us all connect together to learn something, to unlearn something, to create something for creating a lucrative opportunity for one another. This way of discussion will make everyone to become a energy together, and this energy will make a good synergy, and this synchronization will create a good bond for them to grow together and respect together and shine together.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Because I think what you said makes a lot of sense, and then also in the aspect that when we talk of emotions, love is one of the very beautiful emotion. Like I'm a dancer, and also in dance, like I'm a Kathak dancer, and in dance we have Navarasas. So
Yes,
Navarasas are nine
emotions.
emotions
Yeah.
Shringar Ras, Karun Ras, Adbhuta Ras, Vibhatsa Ras, all these. So in that also, as sadness is there, happiness is there, love is also one of the emotions. So I think instead of making, what do you call, blowing it up, or making a hua out of it, as you very correctly said, it's better to express or rather speak upfront,
Yes.
and also have the courage to accept what the other person says.
Yes.
Because usually what happens is people, whatever we see outside, lot of incidences, people are not ready to take a no at times from the opposite person. So they are just you know putting their emotions on the other person, but the other person also needs to respond.
Yes, and here I can say one thing. Sometimes what happens is like without making our emotion to express well, we ourselves might assume that that person is not liking me. This person is trying to hurt me. It is all because of no conversation. They themselves assume that, but later after several years they will meet, and that time they will say that, hey, you know that I thought you don't like me. And that person will say, you never told me, but I like you, the way how you behave, how you look at me, how you care for me. But this all happens because of no proper energy exchange.
Yes, and also as you said, upfront communication, open communication, it's very important, and not assuming.
Yes, and acceptance is also very important. If, for example, if a person, or if even a boy or a girl, they might not have a good rapport of affection, but they need to express that, hey, I don't like you, but I like you as a friend, but I cannot look you as my life partner, or I cannot because I want to express everything to you. If you are a friend, I can express everything to you. If you are going to become my fiancé, I cannot express everything to you.
That's true. That's true. So yes, that's really important, I feel. So what do you think? What are the qualities of women which men can adapt to, and vice versa? I mean, my question is also, what are the qualities of men which women can adapt to, or exchange those?
Actually, women, they are very good listener.
Do you think so?
Yes, they are a very good listener.
No, but I think it's a very. It could
No,
be.
see, that's your perspective, but my men's
No, no, no.
perspective of women.
Sorry, why I interrupted you? Sorry. That being a good listener isn't it a it it can be, it may not be a gender specific quality. Some are very good listeners, even whether it's a man or a woman, or and some are not. So why do you feel women are good listeners?
No, according to me, I have to express that because I don't want to see. Because even in my personal experiences, a woman who really listens first will always take a wise decision. If a woman who is not ready to listen the opposite gender, what the man is trying to say, then there is a huge quarrel in between them, within them, and within the family as well. So I'm talking about the successful women here, not about all women.
Okay.
If you look at a woman who can able to even smile during the hard trials of their life, that woman, she is really in an adaptive mindset that everything is for a time and that is not going to last forever. And woman who listens always rerun what happened in their conversation, and she tries to highlight, if you can able to change this in your life, you can become a successful person, or our life will be really good. And always I've seen that even in any kind of husband and wife relationship, if a woman sometimes listens better, the family itself lives better. She should not bust out in front of their kids. Always mother is a kind of love for any, it's a, if they have a kid, it's boy or a girl, they always seek for unconditional love from the mother, and they take care of the pride courage from the father. So
Okay.
for me, like I have taken this good listening ability from women who have seen, they have always kept smile as their jewel, not the ornament as a jewel. They carry anywhere their smile.
Yes. Yes.
That smile, you know that any thief cannot steal from a person,
Absolutely.
but a jewel any thief can steal. But this smile that woman carries within her is a very precious gem. I consider to be a very what to say priceless. Uh, it's kind of so abundance. And I will take a listening skill from a woman, and I will tell that men can give their protection as a very what to say fence for a woman. They can tell that, hey, I'm there, even I'm not your brother or bloodline connection. When you look at some men, you should not get frightened. You, hey, you can call them like brother, or hey, hey sir, I need a help here, I'm alone. I can really think that you will be like my guardian angel to protect me. And when you say this to a man, even that man, if he might have something bad in his intention or mindset, that he will consider this as a responsibility. Oh my god, this person had believed me that I'll be a guardian for her for the time being. I have 10 years old daughter, and her name is
Okay.
Sangamitra. I will say,
Oh,
I will say to my daughter that my wife always say that, hey, you have to be careful with the men, you have to be careful talking to boys. But I will tell to my daughter that you don't need to be careful with them. Whenever you look at any men or your friend, ask them, have you finished your lunch in the afternoon? If you see in the morning, have you finished your breakfast? If you see them in the night, have you finished your dinner?
hmm.
When you ask, you should not also ask, how are you? They are
Hmm.
good, because of that only they are in front of you. Then why you want to ask them, how are you? Rather than ask them, have had you got a chance to finish your lunch or dinner or breakfast? So this will itself calm down the men, because men always looks for love and respect. When this a woman can give to a men, the men will be a beautiful fence for that woman.
Okay, I think this is a very, very interesting perspective you brought in here. And, apart from what you said, listening and open communication, this is something very, very different and very, very beautiful thing you have said.
One example here. See,
Yes,
I met you just only one time in Hyderabad, and it was like just 10-15 days before. And
yes,
see, look at the respect we each other exchange one another.
yes,
And you know that whenever I talk to you, I talk with full of my energy, because I respect you, and I'm not seeing you as a woman. I'm seeing you as me. You are excelling in something, and why can't we exchange our energy, exchange our thought, exchange our intention, and
absolutely,
bring something together?
absolutely.
See,
Yes,
because
and
it happened because I was keeping my intention super divine. I never thought that you are a woman. For me, you have some skill. Let us celebrate the skill what you have, and you celebrate the skill what I have. And you really found out that yes, Super Suresh G has got something. Let us interview him. That's why we are here today.
very true, very true. And I'm glad that we are conducting this interview. So one of the incidents I'm quickly going to share it. Like during my college days, we were to we were in third year, and for the fourth years we had to do some dance and some activities and everything for their farewell. So, as you rightly pointed out, we had some notorious guys in our class who used to always tease girls, and they would, make fun of girls and all. I straight away walked to them, and I told all these 4 5 boys that from your class, we 2 3 of us are performing for the final year students, and you should be make sure that no other boys and no other college people they tease us. So it is your responsibility.
That's a
So
good
when
strategy actually you applied.
yes, so when I don't know, I just walked up to them because I never had any fight or any
Quarrel with them.
like
Hmm.
yes conflict with them, but I'd never spoken to them before that. But I straight away walked to them and I said this, and after that, oh my god, they were like super charged, and they were all there to support us. And it was a very the function went on very smoothly, so with their support. So I think yes, the example which you gave, I did experience that during my college days, and yes, definitely.
Actually, this
So
kind of this kind of thoughtfulness has to be practiced in the society and with the students as well. So I can tell that being a woman, you need to take it as an opportunity to be the voice of this kind of encouraging sessions.
yes, definitely. And it's just, I mean, coming towards the closure, I want to ask you, would you like to tell something bit more about you, because you've shared really beautiful nuggets today regarding all that topic, and anything you want to share more about you, it would be really great to know.
Yes, I am Super Suresh G. I'm very proud to share this. The reason this super is a prefix, it came in the year of 2019. I went for a voluntary project in Kodaikanal. The name of the project being held in the name of FEMRIC. It's an American-based NGO who support underprivileged kids to get a proper nutrition at the age from 1 to 10.
Okay.
So I was part of that, and I took up opportunity to visit the camp, which is in Kodaikanal in Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
So it was a 10-day voluntary project. I was there with us. Luckily, I got an opportunity to be with the special kids of CSI Rehabilitation Center,
Okay.
and it's a rehabilitation center where the beautiful kids are differently abled. I don't call them what to say disabled.
Disabled.
I call them differently abled.
Yes.
They are really good in art. They are good in creating crafts. They are really good in making some coding, many things. And I was with them. I helped them to make some clay souvenirs, and we did some artwork, craft work. And every day in the evening and the morning, I need to go to the underprivileged kids school, and we
Okay.
will provide them nutrition like millets, nuggets, and kind of supplements for the kids to get good nourishment.
Right.
So I was also working with doctors who came from USA for their final year internship. So this was really a good transition period for me to understand how energy is important, how volunteering is important, why each and everyone have to give back to the community is important. So actually, when we learn, we need to also connect one thing, that we need to become a society changer as well.
So, Super Suresh, it was absolutely lovely to have you on the show. Thank you so much. and the beautiful nuggets which you shared with us is something amazing about all the women folk and how men think about them. So thank you so much. And viewers, please do watch this beautiful interview, and in the description you can see all the links. If you want to connect with Super Suresh Ji, you can definitely get in touch with him on social media or otherwise, and that would be great. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Suresh. And